Hi everyone, welcome to Informatica support videos. This is Ravi Brother, a technical support engineer from Informatica. In this video, we will discuss on how to create parameters and use them in the reports in JReport Designer. Okay, let's go to today's agenda. Today's agenda is to create a parameter and create a report using that parameter. Okay. So a parameter is a variable whose value is an input to runtime. If a report contains a parameter, you will need to specify a value for the parameter when running the report. Okay. For example, you may want to input order date as an input parameter when running a report, so that only orders on that date will be displayed. In this way, parameters can be used as a part of the query, so in the search criteria, so that only the records which satisfy the specified parameter values are retrieved. And in addition to that, JReport parameters can also be used for dynamic grouping and sorting. Okay, parameters defined in the catalog can be used in different reports. It's not specific to only one report or something like that. So if you define a parameter, that parameter can be used across the reports. Okay, so they can also be edited at any time. So let's create a parameter then. I'll just open the JReport Designer. Yeah, go to File, open the catalog, specific catalog for which you want to create parameter and the report. And here expand the data source. Here you can see the parameter section. You can right click and select add parameter to select the create the parameter. So here you need to specify the parameter name, any alphanumeric values as allowed for the parameter name, and what kind of parameter is it? Is it a type in parameter or bind with a single column or bind with the cascading columns? So to enter the value from the user, you need to select it as type in parameter, and what type of value you want to enter for the parameter. So the parameter types, available types are these many. So you can either select a parameter type as integer, number, string, currency, boolean, date, time, and date time, and also the other parameters. Okay, so you need to select the specific type, and if you have any default values, then you can add any default value so that you can just select from the list, drop down list which is available. Okay, so if you don't have, you can just leave it. And prompt, here you can see different options for the parameter. The prompt text, this is the text which will be displayed when the parameter is asked, when value for the parameter is asked when you are running the report. So you can just say enter the value for that parameter name. Okay, and you can also mention any hint if you want to give, you can give it in the prompt itself. And the next option is minimum value, and the next is maximum value for that parameter. And you can also give some user defined format for the parameter by overriding the default format for the parameter. You can give your own format, and either you can select this parameter is mandatory or not. If it's required is true, then the parameter is mandatory. You have to pass the value for this. Otherwise, if it is false, then it is an optional. Okay, and you can also select whether the parameter is allowed to have multiple values or not. And the other option is enable all options and allow type in of value, whether you want to give the value in by typing it in, or you can select it from the list of values. Okay, so these many options you have for the parameter. Okay, and I'll just show which parameter I have already created. So I'll just add it. So the name I have given is ucall_p. Ucall is the column which I have in the table, and for the same column I am creating the parameter. So I just gave the column name _p to just to determine that the column is a parameter. Okay, and it is an integer type and type in parameter. It doesn't have any default values. And prompt is I'll just say enter the value for the ucall. and it doesn't have any minimum maximum, and this parameter is mandatory. It's the required parameter. It's set to true, so we have to enter the value, and it doesn't allow multiple values, so you have to give only one value for that, and it allows the type in value. Okay, click OK to create the parameter, and then you have to save it to update the catalog. Okay, once the parameter is created, you can use that parameter in your queries. So let's say I have the query already created. If you have not created, you can just create the query. I'll just show you where I have used it. So this is the query, a simple query I have. I have used this parameter in the var clause. I'll just check the ucall is less than what the value is entered by the user, then display that those values in the report. Okay, so it's t1.ucall less than at ucall underscore p. This at is the symbol to determine whether it's a parameter or the formula. For both you can use the same operator, this at. So it will replace the value entered by the user if it is a parameter. Okay, then click OK. Then go ahead and create a report. Just go to new page report and select the particular query for which you have already created the parameter and used in the query. Click next. Select the columns which you want to see on the result report. Here you can see the parameter which I have created. So click next, 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 and finish. So when the report is prepared, you need to click on view to see the results. So when you click on view, it will ask you for the parameter value to enter. So you just have to enter some values. So let's say if I give 500 as a ucall value, it will check, it will replace that parameter with this value. So the condition was ucall is less than the entered ucall. So the ucall which has the value less than 500 will be displayed in the report. So click on OK to see the results. Here you can see ucall has some 37, as it's less than 500, so it's displayed. So just go back and run the report again and enter some other value to see. So let's say I'll type 1000 and click OK. Yeah, here we can see some more records are added. The ucall has some 715, 627, which is less than 5000 is displayed. Okay. So we just saw how to create a parameter and use that particular parameter in a query and use that query to create a report here based on our requirement. Okay. So this is it from this video. We would love to hear from you. You can use either of these links to provide us the feedback. Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.